Alrighty, we're back. New severe thunderstorm warning issued for East Central Morgan, northeastern London County, western Knox County, Anderson County, northwestern Blount, northeastern Rowan County, and East Tennessee. All these counties in East Tennessee until 8:30. Severe thunderstorm. This is basically an extension of our last warning. This is going to include Knoxville, Oak Ridge, Maryville, Clinton, Lenoir City, Alcoa, Kingston, London, Farragut, and Oliver Springs. As we thank you for joining us, severe weather coverage continuing here as we're back on with live continuous severe weather coverage again with the new severe thunderstorm warning. We figured it'd be best to hop back on here and give you the very latest information. So, the storm is exiting the old polygon into the new polygon and eventually be entering Knox County toward near Oliver Springs in Oak Ridge. So, want to be inside if you're in the warning around West Knoxville and back toward Kingston. We're seeing some spots of blue in our wind velocities. And what this could mean with this blue here, that could mean that we have the potential of winds maybe 60 miles an hour. That's what our inspector tool here is showing. So again, as we have the warning, Rowan County, 2 miles southwest of Rockwood, and I'll move our inspector tool in just a moment, reporting tree damage. Several trees down near Rockwood and Rowan County. So these storms again, that was at 7:42. The time now is 7:52, so about 10 minutes ago. But I'll show you where Rockwood is here in just a moment. So again, winds maybe 55, 60 miles an hour, 62 there. So that's why we're live here on the air, on here with you, uh, watching this severe thunderstorm warning. So right here is around where the storm report was. This is our gustiest winds now, and these are again about to move into Knox County here in just a little bit. So let's show you who's in and who's out. Claxton, Clinton, Powell, Bearden, Rockford, Louisville, Alcoa, Knoxville, or at least West Knoxville, Lenoir City, Oliver Springs, Coalfield is in the polygon. By the way, we want to notify you that the severe thunderstorm watch for Middle Tennessee and Southeast Kentucky has been canceled by the National Weather Service office and by the National Weather Service offices in Nashville and Jackson. So that whole watch there has been canceled. The severe thunderstorm watch again that was in effect for Middle Tennessee, Southeast Kentucky, and Central Kentucky. That entire watch has been canceled, but as storms approach Farragut and Oak Ridge and Oliver Springs and then Knoxville, we advise you to be indoors, Alcoa as well. Interior room, or at least stay away from the windows. We could have some tree damage. We've had damage earlier, so could have tree damage um, in those areas. So at this current point near Riverbend Estates, Loneville, Poplar Springs, the Rogers Ridge Subdivision, Chestnut Hills, Lakeland Subdivision, Pepaw Plains, Woodlawn, Oak Hill Estates, and then as you cross the county line over toward Woodchase, Burr Chapel, and Robinson Crossroads at this current time. So again, this is all pushing kind of like that. And again, we'll end up affecting Bearden, West Knoxville at this current time. So what we're going to do, turn on reflectivity, kind of give you a regional look. We have a severe thunderstorm warning over the state line in North Carolina. Not in any of our coverage area, so we're not we're going to be focusing exclusively on that one storm there approaching Farragut at this current time. And it's moved out of Harriman and they've updated the first warning. Ray County is now out of the warning, but Morgan and Rowan County continuing here as they update the back edge of this warning. Let's say this county right here would be the county it's out. Yep. So again, we're going to continue. Here's frequent cloud to ground lightning. Um, there within this storm as it's going to be approaching here soon, Oak Ridge. Farragut, West Knoxville need to be inside. Don't be outside. This lightning, these gusty winds, it is not safe to be outside right now. And we'll continue to track these storms. If it continues its strength, more warnings might be needed here in East Tennessee, and we'll continue to be needed down the road, maybe for Sevier County or Jefferson County, other portions of Knox County. So, um, that is what we have right now. At this current time, again, we are live here, East Tennessee Skywatch, Appalachian Highlands weather. We thank you for joining us. The gusty winds is going to be our threat right now. So we continue to track the warnings for portions of Anderson, Blount, Knox, London, Morgan, and Roane counties until 8:30 this evening. So on this Monday evening, this marginal risk of severe weather day, what today has shown us is that just because you're in a marginal risk, don't mean you can't get multiple severe thunderstorm warnings. And that's what we've had today. We've been on, he's on for about 2 hours earlier, and not helping keep you safe, and that's what we are here for, and that's what we plan on doing here, and that's why we're back. So near Bradbury, Buttermilk Shores, right along the 40 corridor, where it's a Interstate 40 corridor. That's kind of where our strongest winds are. Right now, let's get the inspector tool up. And 58-mile-an-hour winds. And again, that is technically severe limits when you get to 58 miles an hour or greater, or hell, quarter size or greater. So again, these are up in the atmosphere, but we're getting closer and closer to the radar site as this storm progresses toward Jeff Morristown and Hamlin County. But again, that's still a little ways off, but still, we're looking at some gusty winds. And updating. Nope, sorry, that was not. Alright. Also wanting to note, Buchanan and Dickinson County has also been taken out of the severe thunderstorm watch. Buchanan and Dickinson County no longer in the watch as well, so that watch was expired here just now, but the National Weather Service up in Charleston. So no more counties are in a watch in either the Appalachian Highlands weather or East Tennessee Skywatch coverage areas, which is great news, but we still have the warnings. And the warnings are when you take action. What I'll do, we'll show you what a watch versus a warning is right now, really quickly. That's watch versus warning. And this is a watch means preparing for potential severe weather. Severe weather is expected in and near the watch area within 8 hours of the watch being issued. You go over your safety plans when the watch is issued, but a warning means take action now. That means either a severe thunderstorm or tornado or flood poses a threat to life or property, whichever kind of warning it is. In this case, right now, this is a severe thunderstorm warning out for, again, portions of Knox County. And it also includes portions of Morgan County and to Roane County. Let me get this here. Anderson County, Blount County, Knox, London as well. So that's what we have going on here at the current time of 8 p.m. So it's 8 p.m. I'm here with you with a live continuous coverage of today's severe weather event. Um, so along the 40 corridor, I-40 corridor, there's the 4075 split right here near where Pleasant View is, those areas. That's where these strong winds are heading toward the Farragut, toward Oak Ridge, toward Knoxville, eventually. And the West Knoxville area, right through here, is going to be your corridor of strongest winds. And again, Bradbury, those areas, got to be in your safe, got to be indoors right now. And then West Knoxville need to be indoors. Not really a safe place, but make sure you're trying to stay away from windows the best you can and indoors as this heads again toward Knoxville. Oak Wood, Lincoln Park, Fountain City, Powell, Bearden, Farragut, Oak Ridge. Here's our new radar scan that we have at this current time. And again, we have the ticker back rolling at the bottom of your screen, so that'll give you a little bit of what's going on in the chat rooms of the Weather Service. Give you a look at maybe some storm reports and what the current warning situation is. So again, we're still waiting for our velocity. New scan for the velocity to come in here, and that should come in any time now. And when we look at this, we'll turn back on our reflectivity for a few minutes. The northeastern half of Tennessee, besides this little cell here near Blountville and Sullivan County along the 81 corridor near Hartown, and heading up toward Oakview and Beach Nut City, eventually heading toward the Virginia state line, up toward the Walnut Hill and Maple Hill area. Besides that, most of the northeastern portion of the state, above Morristown into the Tri-Cities market area, and if you get like the channels of WCYB, WJHL, TV-wise, a lot of you guys are dry up that way. It's south of Morristown that's getting the rain, the potential for a few thunderstorms right now, and we have one of those storms that's severe that's pushing into Knox County and Anderson County as we speak. We're looking more at a gusty wind threat than anything, and the storm is kind of weakened a little bit. Just don't let your guard down. Gusty winds, maybe up to 50, 60 miles an hour, still possible, but if this storm continues a weakening trend, we might be able to go off the air here and give you this updates by posting on our page instead of being here live with you. As if the storm continues to show a weakening trend, that's what we're probably going to do over the next couple scans. Let's say we'll reevaluate the situation at 8:10. So at 8:10, we're going to reevaluate and kind of determine if we're going to be staying with you or if we're going to be going off air, or off live. And hopefully this will be the last live stream we have to do at the night, severe weather-wise, and be able to get you out of those, out of the interior portion of your home, and you'll be able to do some stuff and not have to worry about severe warnings. But again, rain through about probably midday tomorrow, maybe a little earlier. But rain overnight as possible as a cold front approaches from the west. And again, I think the severe storm chances really go down at 10 o'clock, around 10 o'clock tonight. But our atmosphere's really been worked over the past couple of 2 to 3 hours with the showers, the thunderstorm activity, the already severe activity we've had over our viewing area. So uh, that is over our coverage areas, I should say. So that is what we are currently experiencing. Currently, worked over air mass with this one storm, or what should be about a worked over air mass by now. Currently, this one storm is wanting to wreak some havoc. Now, some areas hasn't really seen a good amount of rain and storms, and if you hadn't, I can't rule out an isolated stronger storm before 10 p.m. Maybe I'd say before 10 or 11 p.m. But obviously we'll continue to watch it. There's some lightning, cloud to ground lightning strikes around Oak Ridge back to Oliver Springs. And again, those are dangerous, and we need you inside as well when thunder roars go indoors. And we're just gonna need you inside due to the cloud to ground lightning, let alone the gusty wind threat that we have with this storm and the potential for a little bit of small hail. The hail won't be large, I don't think. It's going to be small. National Weather Service is going to be indicating nickel-size hail with this possible. So, again, this warning includes Interstate 40 between Harriman and Knoxville. So it includes the 40-75 split as you go down toward the split there near Farragut. And if you're going to go down toward, what's that, North Carolina? Or actually, if you're going to go down toward Chattanooga. And so, Lenore City along that area there. So, see if I can get some mile marker numbers of 40, what parts of Interstate 40, what parts of 75. Interstate 40 in Tennessee between mile markers 358 and 386, and Interstate 75 in Tennessee between mile markers 76 and 123. So here's our new radar scan at this current time. Still seeing some purple, very heavy torrential rainfall. Whew, and maybe some small hail. Um, Again, still seeing some gusty winds within this, and we'll wait and see here what the Weather Service is going to do. And at this current time, we're just going to stay with you. At 8:06, um, I'm here with you for this warning that we have in effect for portions of Knox County, Anderson County, Blount County, um, the Anderson, Blount, Knox, London, Morgan, and Roane counties. This back edge here is going to expire in 9 minutes and probably will be canceled before then. But it's this approaching Farragut and then West Knoxville, and just going over Oak Ridge and Oliver Springs. The severe thunderstorm warning for Morgan and Roane has been expired. The back edge here, extending from the Century Acres back west, it's been expired. But we still have the potential severe thunderstorm warning. We still have the severe thunderstorm warning Century Acres east back to Knoxville, Alcoa, and Mapleview, back toward Claxton, Clinton, Deep Springs, Oliver Springs, Oak Ridge. The gustiest of winds just north of Farragut right now. Here's Bird Chapel, Robinson Crossroads it's pushing off to the east, and this could impact West Knoxville. And we'll have to see here. Let's see. The University of Tennessee campus is not in the severe thunderstorm warning. Here's the university. Here's the Polygon. I mean, they're right outside of it. East Tennessee Children's Hospital is over through here as well. There's the Walmart. Lindsey Nelson Stadium is here. McClung Museum is here. Graduate Knoxville's here. Knoxville Museum's Heart's here. And here's our warning polygon. Just trying to give you kind of points of reference if you're in Knoxville and watching us here on this. So, again, we'll continue to have the very latest coverage for you here on the air, here on our Facebook. Um, it's 8:08. We're going to continue just for a few more minutes. And we're going to wait and see before I make my determination of if I want to go, if I want to stay on for longer. I at least want one more scan to see kind of how the storm's doing there and within the wind field of the storm. And it's really what I'm looking at because the health threat I don't really think is much. I think it's more of a wind threat with this storm just across through Oak Ridge in those areas. So again, severe storm right now approaching West Knoxville, Anderson County, back up to Oak Ridge there, and portions of Knox County. So there's our wind velocity, and the brighter the colors, the stronger the winds, and that's what we have going here. So I'm gonna take you to the graphics here to a ways to receive warning graphic here. NOAA weather radio and your local, wireless emergency alerts or weather apps on your phone. Storm Shield's a great app, I know. That'll alert you quickly. The weather radio, we found out in the that's a 2 hour severe weather coverage today. Those do work. If you didn't think they worked, you found out earlier they work. And I'm going to clip that. And I have the whole coverage downloaded. But I'm going to go through and find that part and clip that because the weather radio went off during severe weather coverage. So anyway, those are your two most reliable ways. Also, we'll be here. The internet sites there will be here. If severe weather strikes, obviously we're your weather authority, and we'll be here with you live on the air, or here on the Facebook. And if severe weather does strike, and we'll have updates posted on our Twitter page, warnings auto posts there, or at least for most of the counties they do auto posts. So again, all of them for East Tennessee Skywatch. Some of the Appalachian Highlands weather counties don't auto post, but we do get those posted fairly quickly when we have a warning that doesn't auto post. And obviously, for tornado warnings and some severe weather or severe thunderstorm warnings, we go live for them, and that's what we have done here today. So again, let me see here. This is our only warning. Yes. One in North Carolina has been allowed to expire as well. So this is our only warning in effect at this current time, and it's still pretty good, strong looking storm. And Let's see what they do with it. Still 20 minutes left on the warning. We're going to let one more radar scan come in before we consider leaving the live stream and see what happens. But at this current time, one warning in effect for Anderson, Blunt, Knox, London, Morgan, and Roane counties. This does include West Knoxville, some of 75, some of Interstate 75, Interstate 40, Interstate 75. Um, if you're going toward Chattanooga, going up toward Kentucky, or just kind of coming from Pigeon Forge through Knoxville, back toward Kingston. Alrighty. Um, Again, we should be getting a new radar scan any second and see if this storm keeps maintaining its strength. And at this current time of 8:11 p.m., we're going to keep an eye on things. The expiration you see scrolling across the bottom of your screen for Morgan and Roane County, that was an earlier warning. And this one's a continuation for that warning that was expired. And this one, like I said, goes until 8:30. Another 18 minutes with this one. And again, if we check our velocity, we're staying the same picture we saw a few minutes ago, waiting for the new radar scan. But the bright colors here, in case you're just joining us, near Robinson Crossroads, and that's our gustiest of winds right through there. And again, oh, there was our new scan. There's our new reflectivity. We still have some bright colors, maybe 40 to 50-mile-an-hour winds. Not seeing any blues now, which is good news, but still seeing 49 to 47, 44, 46, 49. Alright, yeah, so again, still having some strong gusty winds, and these are going to be approaching West Knoxville and eventually moving through Knoxville. We'll keep you updated by posting on our Facebook and Twitter pages if new warnings are issued, but at this current time, one severe thunderstorm warning is in effect for Anderson, Blount, Knox, London, Morgan, and Roane counties until 8:30. We're going to go ahead and cut off our live coverage here. We continue to track these storms. If more storms uh, do get warned, we'll let you know here. But as of right now, this is this is the only warning, and this one goes until 8:30. Follow our Facebook, follow our Twitter for more information. And for now, we thank you for watching. We're the East Tennessee's Weather Authority, Appalachian Highlands Weather Authority. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a great night from everyone at East Tennessee Skywatch and Appalachian Highlands Weather.